PYL Podcast is supported by Korean Skincare and Beauty Clinic, Sink Lounge, Hair Oil Partner, A2 Hair Oil. So ladies and gentlemen, presenting you Miss Universe Nepal 2023, Jane Dipika Garrett. Okay, Jill, welcome to my podcast.
Thank you.
हुनु त हाम्रो सुट लाइक 2-3 जोडी क्यान्सल पनि भयो सो तपाईँको पनि गल्ती होइन बिकज तपाईँको हेल्थ
हजुर
अहिले कस्तो छ ठिक छ तपाईँको इज इट फाइन
फिभर गयो
तपाईँको अर्ली टिनमा भनौँ या टिन एजमा तपाईँलाई लाइक हुन्छ नि हर्मोनल प्रब्लम पनि थियो नि त लाइक अनि तपाईँले धेरै इन्टरभ्युज पनि भन्नुभएको छ होइन सो डु यु थिङ्क हुन्छ नि अहिले आएर चाहिँ धेरै कुराहरूमा तपाईँलाई पोजिटिभ फिल भइरहेछ ड्यु टु एक्सपिरियन्स जुन तपाईँले मिस युनिभर्समा जुन कन्फिडेन्स जुन पोजिटिभिटी गेन गर्नुभएको छ
I do feel confident and I do feel good about myself, but there's also times where sometimes I feel, like unconfident or I get, negative thinking. It's normal. I think everybody feels sometimes, confident, other times they don't feel confident. So for me, I just have, ups and downs.
Still त्यो भाइब्सहरू आउँछ किनभने अघि तपाईँले मलाई भन्नुभएको थियो नि त यु सिम नर्भस भन्नुभएको थियो नि त मलाई होइन सो त्यो हुँदो रहेछ इनिसियल फेजमा जहिले पनि मैले सो चलाउँदाखेरि या पोडकास्ट चलाउँदाखेरि अलिक डर चाहिँ हुन्छ क्या 2 मिनट 3 मिनटसम्म अनि जति एक्सपिरियन्स भए पनि त्यो कन्फिडेन्ट नआउँदो रहेछ कि स्टार्टिङ पोइन्टमा चाहिँ तपाईँलाई पनि त्यही नै हुन्छ
I think everybody has that. Even top celebrities, like they even say like they get scared, like stage fright huncha, like so many of them, but then they still face their stage fright and then they go and perform. So I think everybody has that, alikati stage fright, ki nervousness, ki unconfidence. Suruma.
बिस्तारै बिस्तारै कम्फोर्टेबल हुन्छ तर लाइक अपोजिट मान्छे कति कम्फोर्टेबल छ मा पनि डिपेन्ड हुन्छ कि अब जस्तो तपाईँ कम्फोर्टेबल नै छैन भने म जति कम्फोर्टेबल हुनु खोजे पनि आई थिङ्क त्यो पोइन्ट नै हुँदैन जस्तो लाग्छ
Yeah, it has to be like a good vibe.
Yeah.
Of course.
तपाईँलाई लाइक भाइब स्टिक्स लागिरहेछ अहिलेसम्म ठिक छ
Vibes कस्तो राम्रो छ
राम्रो छ है
हजुर
लाइक मनबाटै भन्नुभयो तपाईँले
Yes.
स्टार्टिङमा हामी तपाईँ लाइक 2 चोटि पोस्टपोन गर्दाखेरि केटाहरूले साह्रै दुःख भएको थियो नि त अनि कसरी कन्भिन्स गर्ने केटाहरूलाई होइन किनभने हामी भर्खर स्टार्ट गरिरहेछ इट्स फाइन तर तपाईँले हिजो चाहिँ लाइक आई प्रमिस आइल बी देयर टुमरो भन्नुभएको थियो तपाईँले आफ्नो कमिटमेन्ट पनि पुरा गर्नुभयो थ्याङ्क यू सो मच अनि हामीले पनि सोचेको थियौँ जुन एपिसोड जान्छ अब यसमा चाहिँ तपाईँ नै हुनुपर्छ भनेर हामीले सुट नै गरेको थिएन क्या सो फाइनली यु हियर थ्याङ्क यू सो मच वान मोर टाइम धेरै लाइक यङ गर्ल्सहरूले चाहिँ दे लुक अप टु यु अनि अझै पनि कतिवटा कन्टेक्स्टमा स्पेसली यङ गर्ल्सहरू चाहिँ आफ्नो वेट आफ्नो ब्युटी लिएर अझै कन्सियस लाइक हुन्छ नि कन्सियस फिल गर्नुहुन्छ क्या के गर्ने के नगर्ने एम आई लुकिङ गुड त्यो खास डिप थट्सहरू चाहिँ किन आएको त्यो नेगेटिभ डिप थट्सहरू हो नि त खास
I think social media plays a big impact. Also society, like society ko धेरै beauty standards huncha. Like for example, China, they have a certain beauty standard and all the women feel pressure to, go to that beauty standard.
Yeah.
In Africa, there's a different beauty standard. In Nepal, there's a different beauty standard. I mean, all over the world, And I feel like people in the country that they are at, they feel like pressured, like they have to look that certain way to feel beautiful. So it's like that constant pressure, Even Nepal, like PYL, there was that Fair and Lovely,
Yeah.
They changed the brand. They changed the brand name, but like before it was Fair and Lovely, and like I even remember like my mero afno sati, they would like buy Fair and Lovely and be like, oh, I need to be white, I want to be white, and they would literally put on Fair and Lovely, and I'm like, come on, like your skin is beautiful, it's just the way it is. But it's like I feel like it's that pressure, to like fit to a certain beauty standard. And social media also like cut the Instagram model talk, it's like they do all this like photoshopping, the fake, and they'll do surgeries, liposuction, whatever. And then they'll like portray it on social media and then like you'll compare yourself, like sometimes before I would compare myself and be like, oh, she's so fit, she's so skinny, she's so sexy, so it's kind of like,
त्यसो भए सोसल मिडियाको इम्प्याक्ट चाहिँ अलिकति नेगेटिभ पनि देखियो अनि त्यो प्रेसरले गर्दाखेरि आजभोलि लाइक लट अफ गर्ल्स इभन बोइज फिल्टर युज गर्ने बानी आउँछ क्या अनि पछि रियलमा हेर्दाखेरि त्यो जुन एउटा भाइब हुन्छ सोसियल मिडिया थ्रु त्यो नहुँदो पनि रहेछ त्यस्तो तपाईँसँग कहिले भएको छ तपाईँले सोसियल मिडियाबाट कोहीसँग कुराकानी गर्नुभएको अनि पछि भेट्दाखेरि चाहिँ यु फाउन्ड हिम different.
Yeah, so many times actually. Yeah.
So तपाईँको लागि चाहिँ हुन्छ नि अब तपाईँले बेन्चमार्क पनि क्रिएट गर्नुभएको छ. For you, what's beauty?
I think beauty comes from the heart. It's your soul, right? I like to look at people's souls, and I think that it's like if somebody has a good vibe, if somebody's kind from within, I think that's real beauty, you know? It's outer appearances. Of course, you need to look good. You need to take care of yourself. You need to carry yourself in a good way. But, you know, not everybody's born with like these God genes, you know? Like some people, they're like top models and like they're born that way. But then it's like most of the population is average looking. And we need to just embrace that. Like we're average, like that's okay. But like average isn't bad. Average is beautiful. And we can, you know, if you literally just go to the gym, take care of yourself, do skincare, like you'll look like 10 times better. But that's not beauty though. That's just like looking good, you know? But yeah, beauty comes from within.
तर हाम्रो नेपाली सोसाइटीमा चाहिँ एकदमै अघि पनि हामीले भने एकदम कन्सियस हुने अनि म राम्रो देखिनै पर्छ गोरी देखिनै पर्छ होइन स्लिम देखिनै पर्छ त्यो मेन्टालिटी चाहिँ अलिकति हट्नुपर्छ जस्तो लाग्छ अवेरनेस कम भयो जस्तो लाग्छ तर तपाईँले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ अलिकति चेन्जेस चाहिँ आएको छ तपाईँलाई त्यो फिल हुन्छ तपाईँलाई कति डिएम्सहरू आउँछ होला नि यङ गर्ल्सहरूको
धेरै आउँछ आई थिङ्क द्याट आई मिन आई जस्ट काइन्ड अफ लाइक started, you know, kind of like started the fire of the change for the Nepali society, also for the world. And I'm continuing to bring that change and, you know, bring awareness for that because I want people to really break down these beauty standards. You know, it has to stop. And I'm so tired of it. And I just want people to learn love, right?
Yeah. अनि अर्को कन्टेक्स्ट के छ भने हामीले हेटर्सहरूलाई चाहिँ एकदम रङ प्रुभ गर्नुपर्छ टु ग्रो भनेर भन्छौँ क्या इज इट नेसेसरी Is it the crucial part to get that success?
I think it can be a motivation for you. Like motivation unsa like for example like when I was in Miss Universe mero dere haters thiyo mero dere like unsupporters thiyo and it kind of was like a motivation for me. I was like I'm going to prove them wrong. But I did it for myself mostly. Like success for me was for myself. It's like I wanted to prove myself wrong. I wanted to grow for myself. So I really like self-improvement. Yeah. Do you like self-improvement?
Definitely, yes.
I think it's really important.
There are haters signs. Haters.
Yeah, you need haters. Without haters, like, you know, haters actually really help you grow. I love my haters.
So haters like wrong proof garna maza आउँछ. You have fun because
it's fun.
You grow at the same point. So
yeah.
हेटर्सहरूले जति हेट गरे त्यति मोटिभेसन पनि पाइन्छ त्यसो भए होइन ओके सो लेट्स कम टु तपाईँको भनौँ न ब्युटी प्याजनको कन्टेक्स्टमा ब्युटी विथ ब्रेन भन्छ भन्नुहोस् है होइन कति पहिला चाहिँ ब्युटी मात्रै भनिदिन्थ्यो अहिले चाहिँ ब्युटी विथ ब्रेन पनि मतलब कोल्याब भएको छ क्या यु फाइन्ड इट नेपालको ब्युटी प्याजेन्ट्सहरूमा ब्युटी विथ ब्रेन एक्जिस्ट गर्छ
आई थिङ्क द्याट इट्स चेन्ज्ड ओभर द इयर्स बिफोर दे वुड यु नो just choose like the tall, beautiful, you know, girl. But now I feel like they are choosing women that have an advocacy, that women have a passion for something. I think that they're choosing that as well. So that's really good.
Yeah.
And I mean, I also got chosen. Like I really gave a very good answer on that day. So I feel like that really was like my confidence, my aura, and then my answer, my speech that I gave. I think that's what made me win. So yeah.
जस्तो इनिसियल फेजमा त त्यो कन्फिडेन्स बिल्डअप गर्न टाइम पनि लाग्यो होला है मिस युनिभर्समा जब तपाईँ लाइक पार्टिसिपेट गर्नुभयो वाज इट हार्ड टु क्रिएट द्याट कन्फिडेन्स
सो आइभ अलवेज ह्याड द्याट कन्फिडेन्स विथ मी तर मेरो आफ्नो सेल्फ डाउट अनि नेगेटिभ थिङ्किङ लाइक अभियसली इट फ्लक्चुएट्स यु नो एन्ड सो इभन लाइक मिस युनिभर्सको कम्पिटिसन लाइक एट द स्टार्ट आई वाज अल्सो लाइक अलिकति लाइक नेगेटिभ थिङ्किङ थियो आई वाज लाइक आइम नट गोना विन यु नो एन्ड
तर क्रुसियल पोइन्ट आयो होला नि त जहाँ चाहिँ तपाईँलाई हुन्छ नि नाउ आई निड टु डु इट
Yeah, so the preliminary competition the preliminary when we were on TV and we were you know, the interview with the judges, that's when I really felt empowered, because I was like, I can speak. I know, like, I'm really passionate about what I'm talking about, and I love to answer questions. I love to speak, and I'm really good at speaking. So that kind of like empowered me more. You know, it's like I don't have to be the slimmest or the most beautifulest to win. Like, I have to be passionate about what I'm talking about, and I need to be, you know, have a proper advocacy, and I need to speak well. And that kind of like gave me more confidence. It boosted me.
जब तपाईँ लाइक मिस युनिभर्समा लाइक सेलेक्ट हुनुभयो नि, अरू कन्टेस्टेन्ट्सहरूको चाहिँ लाइक उनीहरूको थट्सहरू के थियो, तपाईँलाई आएर के भन्नुहुन्थ्यो चाहिँ सुन्न नो द्याट धेरैवटा इन्टरभ्यूमा भन्नुभएको छ.
Oh my god. A few of them are like, oh, that crown should have been on my head. Somebody literally said that to me, and I was like, bro, like, why are you, like, I literally had the crown in my head, and they're like, oh, that crown should have been on my head, dude. I was like, bro, like, you gotta, like, you shouldn't be saying that, you know. And then other people were like kind of like jealous, and other people were like, oh, promote me now because you're so big. And I'm like, okay. You know.
तर लाइक कन्टेन्टर्सहरूले चाहिँ जेलसीको कन्टेक्स्ट पनि आयो होइन, खुट्टा तान्ने प्रविधि पनि हुन्छ होइन.
Of course, everybody gets jealous. That's normal. Yeah.
भन्नु अब नाम त तपाईँ लिनुहुन्न, त्यो त स्योर नै छ, तर तपाईँलाई फिल हुन्थ्यो कन्टेस्टेन्ट्सहरू चाहिँ लाइक मबाट अलिकति insecure छ होला या jealous छ भनेर?
During the competition, I don't think they saw me as a competition. A few of them did, but then like a few of them saw me as competition, but then because like I wasn't like suruma, like I wasn't that experienced. I didn't really know how to do the pageant. This is my first pageant, so I'm like ke tha bhaina. Ani tara like as I went along, like it was a 1 month long competition, so like after a few weeks I started really taking it seriously and really doing well, and I think people took me as competition.
भनौँ न केटीहरू चाहिँ नजिकको साथी हुँदैन भन्छ नि त धेरैजनाले. इट्स रियली हार्ड केटी साथी फ्रेन्डसिप स्ट्रङ हुँदैन भन्छ अझै पनि. सबैजना राम्रो थियो तपाईँसँग? सबैजना राम्रो हुनुहुन्थ्यो? सबैजना राम्रो.
I was nice to everybody.
अरू चाहिँ तपाईँसँग पनि राम्रो हुन्थ्यो? अरू कन्टेन्टर्सहरू? लाइक मिस युनिभर्समा पार्टिसिपेट गर्नु कारण पनि लाइक लेट्स ब्रिङ द्याट पोजिटिभ चेन्ज भन्ने थियो नि त तपाईँको. सो त्यो फुलफिल भइरहेको छ छैन आफ्टर मिस युनिभर्स नेपाल भएपछि, अनि त्यसपछि तपाईँ मिस युनिभर्स वर्ल्डमा पनि पार्टिसिपेट गर्नुभयो, टप 20मा पनि आउनुभयो होइन. कतिको चेन्जेसहरू आइरहेको छ, पोजिटिभ चेन्जेसहरू सोसाइटीमा पनि एमङ्स यङ गर्ल्स, किनभने तपाईँले पोजिटिभिटीको लागि एकदम फाइट पनि गरिराख्नु भएको छ.
I think there's been a lot of awareness and a lot of like confidence boosting, you know, like I feel like because of what I did, a lot of women felt empowered and they felt like they can also, you know, believe in themselves and be confident in themselves. So I think that's a really good impact. Even men, everyone. So many people messaged me and they were like, you know, you really inspired me. Like, I'm joining this beauty pageant because of you, or I'm doing this because of you. And now, like, you know, I'm not gonna end my life because of you. I was like, wow, like I didn't know I brought that much impact. Like, I wasn't even aware that I was bringing so much impact at that time. But then later I realized, and I was like, wow, I'm really happy that I'm able to change people's lives. And I want to keep doing that.
Yeah. तपाईले यस्तो कुराहरु सुन्दाखेरि do you feel happy now? धेरैजनाले फलो गर्नुहुन्छ नि तपाईलाई हैन?
Of course, I feel very happy.
Yeah. अनि धेरैजनाले तपाईलाई भन्नु पनि हुन्छ होला, DM पनि गर्नुहुन्छ होला, तपाईले यति मोटिभेट गर्नु भएको छ हामीलाई भनेर.
Yeah.
So कस्तो खाले लाइक चेन्जेस आफुलाई पनि लाइक आएको जस्तो लाग्छ?
So for me, after Miss Universe, मेरो depression आयो, to be honest. After the Miss Universe competition, because नेपालमा मेरो धेरै promotion थिएन. Ani, I feel like I wasn't really recognized in Nepal, you know? Like, I brought so much global, like, recognition for Nepal. And it's like, it felt like nobody cared. Or it's like, you know, there was no recognition for me. And it's like, it wasn't, like, I wasn't depressed because of that. But I was depressed because it's like, what's next, you know? Like, what am I supposed to do next? I did Miss Universe about what's next for me. And it's like, I had to find my own place again. I had to find my own purpose again. And I had to, like, work on my mental health. You know, I was depressed for a few months and it was difficult, and I was just in bed all day, and I finally have gotten out of that depression. But yeah, I wasn't even like able to work out. I wasn't able to do anything. And so that was my change. It wasn't really change. I just kind of went back to my old ways, you know, like I've always struggled with mental health issues as well. And I really want to bring awareness about that too. So I'm really trying to post more videos. YouTube. I also have my own YouTube channel, so follow me, please.
The regular upload भएको छैन है त्यहाँ?
China, like I haven't uploaded in a month because of my exam. I was studying for my exam, but now I'm gonna upload regularly.
त्यो तपाईले यस्तो राम्रो सक्सेस पाएपछि पनि तपाई जस्तो मान्छे पनि लाइक डिप्रेसन फेरि जानुभयो नि त होइन?
So yeah, I was studying about this, right? It's like when somebody, like this happens to a lot of people actually, a lot of celebrities or a lot of people that gain sudden success, right? Because it's like your brain becomes high from that. It's like extreme dopamine rush, or you know, that kind of rush. It's like you get so much attention from people, you get so much success, and then all of a sudden it's like it's gone, right? Like because it dies and nothing lasts forever. Like that's why celebrities have to keep trying to maintain that success, that, you know, limelight. And it's like I didn't realize that. And then when I actually experienced it myself, I was like, wow, like this is actually really difficult to deal with, like, you know, getting so much attention, getting so much success, and all of a sudden it's just like gone, and it's like, what's next? You know, it is actually really like most people don't experience it because most people, you know, don't reach that level. But when people do reach that level, it's like it's difficult.
तपाईँ लाइक मिस युनिभर्स नेपाल हुने बित्तिकै तपाईँलाई त्यो फिल भयो कि तपाईँ मिस युनिभर्स वर्ल्ड
After Miss Universe, yeah. So after Miss Universe, yeah.
मान्छेहरूलाई चाहिँ लाइक हुन्छ सक्सेस पाएपछि त्यति लाइक एक्साइटमेन्ट त्यो लेभलमा लानु पनि भएन अब लाइक तपाईँले पनि एकैचोटिमा लाइक हुन्छ तपाईँको हार्डवर्क थियो होला बिहाइन्ड द सिन्स होइन जुन एटेन्सन तपाईँले पाउनु भयो जुन माया सपोर्ट पाउनु भयो फेरि तपाईँलाई त्यो एट द सेम पोइन्ट केही फिल भयो भने वाट नेक्स्ट त्यसले तपाईँलाई एकदम ट्रिगर गर्यो नि त एन्ड देन तपाईँलाई अलिक अघि भन्नुभएको छ डिप्रेसन फेरि डिप्रेसनमा जानुभयो अहिले लाइक यु आर फाइन के कस्तो खाले लाइक मोटिभेसन चाहिन्छ टु गेट आउट अफ डिप्रेसन इट्स रियली हार्ड
I mean, it depends on the level of depression. You know, some people have mild depression, which is like they can get out of it easily. Some people have major depression where it's like it lasts for months or years, right? So it depends for each person. But for me, like how I got out of it, it's like I try to refine my purpose and kind of like find my goals and my passion again. And I just kind of like kept making plans, you know, like plans for my life, plans like what I want in my life. What do I really value? What do I really want? What am I really passionate about? And so I kind of just kept saying that to myself. And I was also getting a lot of negative thoughts. Again, like I was like, you know, feeling really insecure. And I was like, oh, I'm fat. Like I'm not, you know, I was actually getting those thoughts again, even after Miss Universe. It came again. And I was like, I have to remind myself who I am. I have to remind myself what I've done. I have to remind myself of what I'm doing, you know? Because I forgot for some time.
अहिले सबै ठिक छ
It's getting better.
तर पनि टाइममा ट्रिगर हुन्छ फेरि
Of course.
वाट नेक्स्ट भन्ने कुरामा
Yeah.
ओके यो कन्टिन्यू गर्छु तर अहिले चाहिँ म तपाईँलाई लाइक गिफ्ट ह्याम्पर दिन चाहन्छु जस्ट वान मेक यु ह्याप्पी
I'm happy.
ह्याप्पी बट अहिले जुन सिरियस नोटको कुरा
Okay.
सो जस्ट वान रिक्वेस्ट पुजन टु ब्रिङ द गिफ्ट
Sure. Okay, Pujan.
इट्स लाइक
I'm just joking.
यो छु हेयर ओइलको तर्फबाट
Thank you.
दिस वान फर यु
Thank you.
यसले जस्ट कपाललाई चाहिँ एकदम हेल्दी बनाउँछ एन्ड वान मोर गिफ्ट फर यु फ्रम कोरियन स्किन केयर सेन्टर दिस इज फ्रम कोरियन स्किन केयर सेन्टर सेल्फ एजेन्सी
Wow, thank you so
कोरियाको
much.
बेस्ट प्रडक्ट हो खास स्किनको लागि चाहिँ त्यहाँ स्याम्पल्सहरू पनि छ तपाईँको लागि यु क्यान चेक इट आउट लिएर
Thank you so much.
है या सो आई सो यु सम अफ द पिक्चर्स तपाईँको एक्सपिरियन्स कस्तो थियो के भन्न चाहनुहुन्छ अबाउट दिस वान
That was a really fun experience. I really enjoyed meeting him, and I think he's a really, really amazing president. He's amazing, and he's again president for another 5 years. So I really like what he's doing to the country, and he's really improving. Like the country went from like one of the worst, unsafest countries in like the Americas to like now it's like one of the safest now. Like he literally did that. So
हाम्रो पोलिटिसियन्सहरूले पनि केही सिक्नुपर्छ उहाँबाट
yeah, I think so.
He's the young guy.
Yeah, he's a young guy. He's really smart. He's, you know,
पोलिटिसियन फ्यामिलीबाटै हुनुहुन्छ नि तपाईँ सो पोलिटिक्समा इन्ट्रेस्ट छ नेपालको अहिलेको लागि चाहिँ छैन होला
not really.
तर डु यु वान्ट से समथिङ नेपालको पोलिटिक्समा चाहिँ अलिकति केही चेन्ज आइदियो भने बेटर भन्ने
I think that we need to be more open-minded. We need to really adapt to new ways of thinking. And I think that the politicians need to stop being corrupt, of course, and actually try to benefit the country and make the country better. And I don't know. I just feel like this country has so much potential. We can become so much better, but it's like we're still stuck like 50 years ago, you know, because of so much things that have happened. There's so much instability. And I think if the government is actually stable, then the country can become stable as well.
Do you think we need more young politicians?
I think so. I really like Balan Shah. I think he has a lot of potential. I think he's doing a lot. And I think that he can do more, so much more as well. And I think young politicians would bring a lot of insight and new things, new ideas and new ways of making the country better, I think. Yeah.
So you're loving the work of Balinsha, whatever he's doing right now.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay. The next pic.
I like, yeah.
यो चाहिँ तपाईँको मैले भनिदिन्छु यो चाहिँ यस्तो पिक्चर्सहरू हेर्दै थिएँ इन्स्टाग्रामको फर्स्ट पोस्ट रहेछ क्या तपाईँको.
This was like my first, I guess, mini photo shoot that I did for my friend's brand. It was like she has like a sportswear brand, and I did it for her. So she wanted me to like represent plus size bodies, and so I was like, yeah, I'll do it.
यतिखेर तपाईँ रेडी हुनुभएको थियो लाइक हुन्छ नि मिस युनिभर्समा?
No, I don't even know. I didn't know I would do Miss Universe at the time.
Okay.
No idea.
यतिकै फोटो सुट गर्नुभयो?
Yeah.
Okay. The next one is, I think your memory the precious नै होला तपाईँको लागि.
Yeah. Yeah.
के भन्नुहुन्छ?
I don't know. I didn't really like my hair or makeup.
अहिले लाइक पुरानो पिक्चर्सहरू हेऱ्यो भने क्या हाँस उठ्छ नि है?
Yeah, I'm just like, I think I've grown up a lot. But it was a really beautiful moment.
First time like हुन्छ नि त्यो क्राउन लगाउँदाखेरिको feel different.
I didn't even think it was real. I was like in a dream. Sapana जस्तै थियो.
है?
Yeah. I was like, am I actually Miss Universe? Oh my God, yeah.
Like बिहान उठ्दाखेरि सम्म feel भएको थिएन?
अलिकति, तर it was still processing. It took me some time to process.
यो त तपाईँको लागि लाइफ भन्ने रहन्छ यो मेमोरी. It's very precious for you. जन नेपालको झन्डा देख्ने थियो हामीलाई पनि एकदम हुन्छ नि सबै नेपालीहरूलाई अर्कै फिल हुन्छ क्या एकदम प्राउड फिल हुन्छ. यो तपाईँको त सुटकेसमा नेपालको एकदमै अनि रातो रहेछ. रातो चाहिँ के हो नेपाललाई रिप्रेजेन्ट गर्नुभएको सबै खास चाहिँ.
Yeah, also rato is my favorite color. Red is my favorite color. So I wanted red suitcases, and it also matches with the flag. So I thought it would be, good. So yeah.
यो पिक्चर तपाईँले कहाँ लिनुभयो?
Dusit Hotel. That was our sponsor hotel, and that was like the day I was leaving to New York.
Okay.
So yeah, it was really scary and exciting, and I was like all by I'm like I was traveling by myself. So I was like first time traveling by myself after like 5 years almost.
एक्लै तपाईँ ट्राभल गर्नुभयो? किनभने हाम्रो मिस युनिभर्स नेपाल अर्गनाइजेसन अब कोल्याप्स भनौँ कि अब उनीहरूसँग अथोरिटी छैन कि यतिखेर तपाईँ एक्लै हुनुभएको थियो मैले जति सुनेको छु. के भन्न चाहनुहुन्छ? यु वेन्ट अलोन, तपाईँसँग भनौँ न जुन सपोर्ट हुनुपर्ने थिएन.
Yeah, I think the organizationमा अलिकति like there was a little bit of disruption. There was some disagreements between like, the national director and the organizer and things like that. And I feel like they weren't really properly organized at that time. But you know what? It turned out for good. And I got to be very independent as well. I got to do my own things. I got to make my own choices. So I enjoyed that because I'm a very independent person. So I had to like, get my own flight tickets. I had to get my own like my own outfits. I had to make sure everything. I was like my own manager, and it was kind of fun. I was like, and like now I know how to manage. I'm actually like, I have experience in management now,
होइन अब तपाईँलाई अहिले feel better feel भयो होला होइन त? त्यतिखेर त it was really hard for you.
It was very hard, yeah. Very hard. I started losing hair. I was very stressed out, extremely stressed out, and I was like every day like anxiety attacks, and it was a lot of pressure, high pressure within. It was like I only had like 5 weeks. I literally had 5 weeks to get everything, outfits, plane ticket, sponsors, all these things. I had only 5 weeks, like photo shoots. I had to do multiple photo shoots, like everything, walk training, makeup and hair training, everything, like within 5 weeks. But I managed to do it, and I was like, wow, like if I have a goal, I can really I'll do whatever it takes to get to that goal. Like that's how I am. So I really like that about myself.
एउटा रिजन चाहिँ आई थिङ्क त्यतिखेर जुन अब मिस युनिभर्स नेपालको भनौँ न अर्गनाइजेसनमा जे भयो त्यो पनि एउटा रिजन हुनसक्छ. तपाईँको त्यो डिप्रेसनको कुरा गरेको थिएन अघि हामीले, किनभने जुन सपोर्ट तपाईँले पाउनुपर्ने, जुन केयर पाउनुपर्ने आई थिङ्क लास्ट मोमेन्टमा आएर तपाईँ एक्लै हुनुभयो नि त. अहिले पो तपाईँलाई लाइक फिल भइरहेछ इन्डिपेन्डेन्ट हुनुभयो होइन? त्यो तपाईँको लागि प्लस पोइन्ट भयो होला, अहिले आएर भयो. त इनिसियल पोइन्टमा त इट वाज रियली हार्ड फर यु.
It was very hard. Yeah, I wish I would have gotten more support. More the things that I deserve to get. But it is what it is. You can't change it, right? So.
त्यतिखेर तपाईँलाई कस्तो फिलिङ्सहरू आएको थियो? Did you get emotional?
Yeah, I was very upset for a very long time. I was very bitter extremely bitter. And I just wanted to fight with everybody because I was just very, you know, I was like, I did all of this hard work and I'm getting nothing in return. I'm getting nothing back from anybody. And it's like, I just had to keep, you know, I was very bitter. I was just like, have severe mood swings and I became very depressed, very anxious, you know, and I was actually like that. Like I was actually hiding all of that. I had to hide all of that, you know, only my close friends knew about it. But like the world, I had to show the world that I was happy, that everything was good, you know. And I mean, I was happy. I was very excited to go to Miss Universe. Like that was my dream, you know, but it's like to get to that point was like, it was like crazy, you know, but the thing is, I like that. I mean, it was fun. It was like a high pressure. It was a really high pressure, like Sade ek mahina. I only had 1.5 months to prepare everything. And it was extremely high pressure. Every day I was working like, you know, 16 hours, 14 to 16 hours a day, working. And I kind of enjoyed that. It was fun. But then the aftermath, I think that amount of stress on my body, like afterwards, I kind of just like, yeah, like you said, I became very depressed. I just like, you know, it's like that extreme amount of pressure work. And then afterwards you just like go really down, you know. But I was able to recover, so I'm happy now.
So पछि चाहिँ तपाईलाई कसले सपोर्ट गर्यो भनौँ न, फाइनान्शियली भनौँ या सिस्टममा आउनुपर्छ नि हैन जानको लागि चाहिँ अरु कसैले हेल्प गर्यो तपाईलाई कि इन्डिभिजुअली सबै लाइक बर्डन तपाईले नै लिनुभयो?
So we did a fundraiser. So I was able to get some support from that. And my family also supported me and a few friends. And yeah, that was about it. And then also our sponsors supported us. So
जस्तो तपाईलाई हेरेर कतिजनाले लाइक हुन्छ नि ह्याप्पी पनि हुनुभयो, लाइक मोटिभेट पनि हुनुभयो, फेरि एट द सेम पोइन्ट यस्तो खाले कुराहरू सुन्दाखेरि नेपालमा ब्युटी प्याजेन्टहरूमा केही समयको लागि पो राम्रो रहेछ भन्ने पनि फिल आउन थाल्यो क्या.
See, I think, right, Nepal needs to focus on our economy first. Nepal needs to focus on actually developing as a country. Because this country is very, you know, there's a huge recession. There's a huge economic crisis going on. It's not developed at all. I mean, even the roads, there's problems with the roads. Even the pollution is so bad. I mean, there's so many issues in Nepal itself, right? And how can we focus on beauty pageants? How can we focus on sports? How can we focus on all these extra things? It's impossible. So I understand why it's lacking because our own economy is lacking, you know? So if we actually boost the country itself, and I feel like, you know, I feel like people also need to be more open-minded and supportive because even the own Nepalese people, a lot of them weren't supportive. Most of them, you know, a lot of Nepalese people I've noticed, I'm not putting Nepalese people down. I am Nepali. I love them. But I'm just saying I've noticed like in the culture sometimes, you know, we get jealous. We want to drag people down. We're kind of closed-minded, you know, sometimes. And I feel like it's really important that we become open-minded and we love everyone, we support everyone. And I think that's how we can actually grow as a country, you know, we can grow as a nation by supporting each other, you know. Okay, you succeeded. I'm so happy for you. I'm supporting you, you know. I'm here with you. Instead of being like, oh, you're like you're fat, you're ugly. Oh, I don't like this video. Like, why do you have to say that? Just be like, yeah, keep going. You got this, you know. Like, we need support from each other. And I think alikati community build garni parcha Nepalma, ani that community can, you know, reach bigger heights, right? If we come together as one, instead of feeling like, oh, I don't have that, I'm not successful, like I'm jealous, or like, oh, you have this, give me money because you have money. Like, that's not the mindset you should have. The mindset you should have is be like, okay, you're successful, I'm so happy for you, like I support you, you know, and I'm also going to be successful, I'm also going to work hard, I'm also going to do it, you know. It's like we all need to come together like that. I think that would really boost the country as well.
तर एउटा कुरा चाहिँ के हो भने आई थिङ्क जेलेसी र ड्र्यागिङ प्रोसेस जुन छ नि त्यो चाहिँ कहिले पनि एन्ड अप हुन्छ जस्तो लाग्दैन, बट त्यसलाई कन्ट्रोल मात्रै गर्न सक्छ जस्तो लाग्छ क्या. किनभने जुन जेलेसी छ यो सोसाइटीको कन्टेक्स्टमा हामीले कोही कुराकानी गरिरहेका छौँ, जेलेसी अनि खुट्टा तान्ने जुन प्रविधि छ ड्र्यागिङ पुलिङ लेग होइन, त्यो चाहिँ कन्ट्रोल मात्रै गर्न सक्छ जस्तो लाग्छ कि इट विल नेभर एन्ड.
That's true, but I feel like if we keep trying to encourage society to change and, you know, provide positive messages, provide awareness, provide education, you know. And I think that the country, I mean, I'm really happy that the education is growing in this country. Everybody's, you know, everybody's studying, everybody's working hard, they're getting the careers. That's really great. Tara tulo brain drain pani cha. Everybody's leaving the country. So it's like nothing's left, you know, and like we need people to come back and boost the country, boost the businesses, boost the economy.
त्यसको लागि I think political stability हुनै पर्छ.
Exactly.
The crucial point.
The politics, like, the government keeps changing every year, you know. It's like, what's happening every few months. Like, it's just like a power play, you know. And like, I understand why people want the king back. I understand that because it's like, if there's so much instability, like how can we, and the king was like a source of stability, I think. It feels like that. Yeah.
Okay, next picture. This one, I think, a cute fan.
So she had Down syndrome, and I love people with like Down syndrome. I think they're so cute. I think they're the most amazing people. They have such sweet souls. And she just came up to me and she's like, "Oh, can I have a hug?" And I was like, "Oh my God." Yeah. So that really felt like I felt really encouraged. Like I really love the people of El Salvador.
Yeah.
They are amazing. I think they're very supportive. I really want to go back there, and I really want to like be able to work with them, be able to see them again. That's like my, that's my wish. I don't know if the president will sponsor me, or I don't know what's going to happen. But like, I'd love to go back and just like meet them again. The people, they were so supportive. They were so kind. They are very similar to Nepalese people, actually. Okay. Very similar. Like I felt like I was in Nepal, like when I was there. Even like the mountains, like the valleys, like it literally looked like Nepal. And I was like, even like the people, like the way that they look Nepali. I was like, I'm in Nepal, like literally, It felt like that. And they were the most supportive people, the most. They were like, you are us, like you represent us. And I felt so like that boosted my confidence even more. It's like they see me, I'm seen, I'm heard, and they feel heard and seen by me. And it's like, I loved that.
Okay, तर मैले भन्छ नि जब तपाईँ मिस युनिभर्सको लागि साल्भेडोर जानुभएको थियो नि, यति फ्यान फलोवर्सहरू तपाईँको इन्टरनेसनली पनि होइन. आई थिङ्क जसरी तपाईँले नेपालमा आफूलाई प्रेजेन्ट गर्नुभएको थियो नि, प्लस साइज कन्टेन्डर भनौँ या मिस युनिभर्स फर्स्ट टाइम हो नि त. I think त्यो एउटा रिजन हुनसक्छ. You got a lot of fan followers internationally as well.
Yeah.
You feel happy?
Yeah. I feel like I'm like I created a new path forward, Like I love doing that. I love going against conventional ways. I love going against, rules, society's stigmas, society's, pressure. And it's like, I like to question them. I like to be like, no, like this is wrong. Or like, why are you doing this? Why is it like this? And I like to question that, and I like to go against it. So like I felt like I was like, define society, define, standards, define, rules, and I felt so powerful. It was like such a powerful time of my life, and it felt so empowering, and it was like I loved it. Yeah. And I also got to walk for, Dubai Fashion Week.
Yeah.
And that was amazing. Like I loved that designer, Michael Cinco. He's literally like, his clothes are so amazing. I think oh my gosh. He's like powerful. Yeah,
you have done a lot of photo shoots also. States ma हैन मैले त्यो
a few, yeah.
या तपाईको स्टोरीजहरु देखाएको थिए. अनि एउटा कमेन्ट्सहरु पनि मैले एउटा हेरेको थिएँ के. धेरैले सबैलाई सपोर्ट नै गर्नुहुन्छ. तर एट द सेम पोइन्ट अब मिस युनिभर्स हुन त भयो तपाई हैन. तर फ्लन्टिङ तपाईको यो बडी मात्रै हो त यो एउटा तपाईले मिस युनिभर्स हुनु भएको सही रिजल्ट जुन तपाईले दिनु पर्यो.
So, yeah, the thing is, right,
comment तपाईले हेर्नु भयो होला नि.
Yeah, like I am new to content creation, right? I'm trying to create more content and I'm learning how to create content and I enjoy it. But like, yeah, like I understand what they're trying to say. Like you're just flaunting your body, and that's not what I'm really trying to do, but I'm just trying to like, just show confidence in my body. It's like, I love my skin. Like before I wasn't even able to wear a bikini. Like I would feel so insecure. Even like less than a year ago, like I felt so insecure to wear a bikini, And it's like all of a sudden, like I just felt so empowered and like I wanted to wear bikinis. I wanted to like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like I want to just show my body, like it's beautiful, it's curvy, like I love curvy bodies, It's like that kind of I'm trying to kind of like show that, in my content. And I like to show emotion in my content as well. I love acting, and I like to just portray different things. It's kind of like a lifestyle content. Like I show travel, I show food, I show my body. I show fashion, I show mental health issues. I talk about PCOS. I talk about body positivity. I talk about nursing. I just talk about different things. I talk about my life.
तर क्रिटिसिजम पनि आइ नै रहेको थियो तपाईको पोस्टरमा.
That's fine
है. अब यो चाहिँ हेटर्सहरूको स्टेटमेन्ट भनौँ या एउटा ग्रुपको स्टेटमेन्ट भनौँ. अब गर्ल्सहरूले चाहिँ विशेष गरी आफ्नो बडी फ्लन्ट गर्छ just to get likes and comments, to followers भन्ने कुरा पनि छ.
Of course, like if it's like in a sexual way, that's obviously like, I mean, people can do whatever they want. It's their life.
Yeah.
They can do whatever they want. But I do it, I show my body to like, express myself and to express my advocacy, which is loving myself, body positivity, so that's kind of why I do that. So yeah, I like to show my confidence. I like to show my powerful aura.
Yeah.
So
अनि तपाईँको साइड त ठिक छ तर नेपाली सोसाइटीमा जतिजना यङ गर्ल्सहरू हुनुहुन्छ कतिजनाले सबैजना त भन्नु चाहन्छ
I think there's beauty in elegance. I think there's beauty in covering up your body, actually. I like elegant style, actually. I really like that. And I think, but people can embrace their own style. People can, like, I like to have different styles. So sometimes I like to dress like a biker chick. Sometimes I like to dress like a, emo girl. Sometimes I like to dress like a, Princess Diana. Like, I have different moods. So like, that's how I express myself. And so it just depends, and I think people do that, but I think alikati, like, overly, I feel like society sometimes has over-sexualized sex and people's bodies, and that's actually really ruined a lot of relationships and marriages and families, actually, because porn has really ruined people's minds, and sex is so easily available now, where everybody, you can just get sex like that, and on the internet, we see all these naked girls, naked boys, all these naked things, and it's like we become so desensitized to sex that it's not special anymore. It's not precious anymore. And I think that sex is very special. It's very precious. And it should be with one person, It should be like with a partner. And I think that's so beautiful when you have that intimacy with somebody. It's so beautiful. And I think you just bond with that person. It's like this bonding, And yeah, I feel like we need to stop being so sexual, like overly sexual. Even in movies, like literally they're showing porn, like soft porn, And I think that, it's the value has decreased.
Value of love has also decreased.
Yeah. For relationships, love, sex, marriage, family, everything, it's all decreased.
So what's like love for Jen? मैले एउटा भनिहाल्छु है तपाईँको मैले स्टोरी कि तपाईँको पोस्ट हेरेको थिएँ आई डोन्ट नो अलिक लभकै कन्टेक्स्टमा बोलिराख्नु भएको तपाईँले सायद तपाईँको ब्रेकअप भएको थियो कि आई डोन्ट नो तर तपाईँले कि लभको बारेमा सेटारिकल वेमा बोल्दै हुनुहुन्थ्यो कि डु यु बिलिभ इन लभ जस्ट बी अनेस्ट
I think that love, it's a choice. It's a commitment. I think that love isn't an emotion. It's not an emotion. It's like you're choosing to be with one person. You're choosing to be with that person every day, even if they're, going through hell. Like, you're going to go through hell with them. I think that's what love is. I think it's action. I don't think it's like, oh, I love you. Oh, emotions, sex, blah, blah, blah. Like, oh, touching, I don't think that's love. I think that can be a part of love. But I think that love is action. And it's showing up for that person no matter what, and there's different types of love. It's not just romantic. So
र एट द सेम पोइन्ट नेपालको कन्टेक्स्टमा चाहिँ सेक्सलाई पनि एकदम ओभरहाइप्ड गरे हो
I don't think sex is overhyped in Nepal, which I think is a good thing, but I think that's like social media and Western society has brought in like, over sexualized content, which is, programming and brainwashing Nepali society. So I think that we as a society, I don't think it's, for example, like, I'm just giving an example, like, for example, India, like they've completely banned porn and they've banned, all these things. And I think that that's a good thing. That's a really good thing.
Nepal banned.
Yeah. But I think that they try to like completely under-sexualize everything.
Control, ekdam control.
Like, ekdam control, which makes, I don't know, it's kind of a weird thing where like the society like lashes out sometimes, like I think that, I don't know, I think there should be balance, but I think that we should make sex special, and bring awareness about it, bring education about it, but then also like don't over sexualize everything.
Okay. अर्को कन्टेक्स्ट चाहिँ के छ भने इट्स अबाउट अनसोल्ड यो चाहिँ हाम्रो डोना थापाको मर्चेन्डाइज पनि हो अनसोल्ड हुँदाखेरि सोसाइटीले चाहिँ तपाईँलाई एक्सेप्ट गर्दैन नि अनि स्टिग्मा जुन कलङ्क लगाइदिन्छ स्पेसली नेपाली सोसाइटीमा चाहिँ वुमनहरूलाई बढी हुन्छ क्या यस्तो जे कुराबाट पनि ओभर स्याडो गरिदिन्छ क्या सो यस्तो कन्टेक्स्टहरूमा तपाईँले के बोलिराख्नु भएको छ कि छैन अहिलेसम्म
I would like to work about that because I think that is a huge issue, especially for women in this country. And but I think the main thing is we need education and awareness about stigma, And I mean, the main stigmas that I try to address is mental health issues, which is for everybody in Nepal, and then PCOS, which is also stigmatized, and also having a different body type. So I address those three things, which are all stigma topics in a way, And just my representation was a stigma in a way, I guess. You know, it was like going against, you know, society's thing. So yeah,
the mandatory tradition.
Exactly. Yeah. So I stand up for those stigmas mostly, because those are my main, you know, advocacies. But I also stand up for all women. You know, I think we shouldn't be so stigmatized. You know, especially in sex, and especially in, you know, expression, in education, and economy, and equal rights. I think that, you know, women should have equal rights. You know. And men and women are different. We are we are different people. We shouldn't be like, we're not equal in that way. Like men are completely different, women are completely different, right? But we should be treated equally, and we should treat each other equally, and, you know, with respect, with dignity, with, you know, care. And we shouldn't be so fast to put women down, you know, or to, you know, for example, there's that stigma like, oh, if a girl isn't a virgin, like, oh, you know, I don't want to be with her, you know, 40. And I think like that's, but then men can have sex with multiple women, and it's like, that doesn't make sense, you know. That's like one stigma, you know. I'm just bringing it up. It's like, we shouldn't judge people like that, you know. I think people should be able to, you know, do what they would like to do. It's their choices, and you shouldn't judge them.
Okay. तपाईले awareness पनि फैलाइराख्नु भएको छ polycystic ovary syndrome को context मा पनि, हैन? So अझै के छ यसको प्लान्सहरु, तपाईले कसरी अवेयर गर्दै हुनुहुन्छ सोसाइटीलाई?
So PCOS, I mean, I'm going to talk about my journey.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Sure.
So polycystic ovarian syndrome, like it's a metabolic disorder, and it's a hormonal disorder. Okay. And almost everybody's getting that. 1 in 4 women are getting this disease actually. And it's causing a lot of infertility problems. And actually it causes severe mood swings and depression and anxiety, right? And so it's connected, mental health and this, you know, and this is also another stigma because it causes women to gain a lot of weight, and it makes them feel very insecure about themselves and unconfident in their bodies. We literally get hair. Like we get like ketako mustache, we get so much hair on our bodies because hamro body ma there's like high levels of testosterone, you know, and it's all hormonal imbalance, and it's a lifelong condition. It doesn't go away. But I feel like, you know, like if you've noticed, like microplastics khaira cha. For example, like we're drinking from plastic water bottles. Like we're literally drinking plastic. Did you know that? And plastics actually release chemicals in your body that affects your hormones. So if you've noticed, men's sperm count has actually become so much lower. Women's fertility rates have become so much lower. And it's like affecting us, like our health. It's causing more heart problems, hormonal problems, mental health issues, if you've noticed that. So a lot of people are actually getting that. And so I think I want to bring also environmental awareness, you know, where we need to eat healthier food. Yeah. Because most, like the diet, especially in Nepal, it's like tao tao, momo. I mean, junk food. Yeah, junk food, you know. Kukure, wai. Everybody's addicted, you know, chatpate. Like, it's good food. It's delicious, but it's like, it's not good for you. And dal bhat is good for you though. Yeah. Dal bhat power 24 hour. I love dal bhat. Oh my God. But
तपाईले भने जस्तै जुन हाम्रो खानपिनमा चाहिँ एकदम ध्यान दिनुपर्छ के, or else
we have to have healthy lifestyle changes. You know, even for me, it's so hard to build habits. It's so hard to build a healthy habit, you know, when you're used to eating junk food and not working out. But it's like you have to replace those bad habits with good habits. Even in Nepal, like so many people are smoking cigarettes, like huge smoking population, you know. And it's like, even I was addicted to cigarettes, and it's like you have to make that decision. It's like, do you want to be an addict, or do you want to become successful and actually like replace those bad habits with healthy habits, you know? Because the only way to success is consistency and discipline. You have to be disciplined, you have to be consistent. And sometimes you're not going to want to do it. Sometimes I don't want to go to the gym. Sometimes I want to smoke. Sometimes I want to, you know, just lay in bed all day. Even with PCOS, we get severe fatigue. We get so tired. I get tired so easily. And it's like, people would think, oh, you're just lazy or you're being rude. And I'm like, no, like I genuinely am exhausted, you know? So we have to really work on our lifestyle.
Okay. जस्तो सिगरेटको कन्टेक्स्ट आयो, स्मोकिङ त म एकदम टाढा छु. अघि तपाईँले एकदम च्युइङगम लिएर टक्क यहाँ राख्नु भएको थियो कि होइन, त्यसको बारेमा के भनिदिनु, तपाईँले खाइराख्नु भएको छ?
So
you want to avoid smoking ni ta?
Yeah, I want to avoid smoking. So I chew gum instead. It's like replacing bad habits with good habits, you know? So for example, like to quit smoking, I instead drink green tea, or I'll chew gum, or I'll like, you know, to quit sugar. Because like sometimes, like especially with girls with PCOS, we crave a lot of sugar. Okay. Because we have this insulin resistance. So we just want to shove sugar, you know, carbs, fried foods. Like we want it more, you know, it's like intense cravings and stuff. So I remove all of that from my house. Like mero garma, I don't have any of those junk foods. And I replace it with yogurt. I love to have Greek yogurt. Okay. I love to eat Greek yogurt, and I also eat fruits instead. So I try to like, you know, replace.
Smoking contest अलिकति म गरिहाल्छु.
Okay.
Young men, girls भनौँ न सबैजना चाहिँ प्रायः जसो के फिल गर्नुहुन्छ नि एउटा स्टाइलको रूपमा फेसनको रूपमा लेट्स स्मोक पछि गएर ह्याबिट हुन्छ अनि गाह्रो हुन्छ.
Yeah, I mean, I've noticed in Nepal, like peer pressure hunsa. Literally, people start smoking at like 14, 15 years old. Like they're so young. And I'm like, even I started smoking when I was 17. Like I got addicted at 17. And like I was addicted for many years. You know, I needed that nicotine continuously. And I quit for some time. Ani feri, stress ayo. Kati tension ayo. Ani feri, I went back, you know, because it's like a quick fix for stress relief, you know. And I've noticed a lot of people, like whenever they're stressed out, like sometimes I go to cafes. It's like my favorite place to go. Like I like to like, you know, study there and like just chill there. And like everyone there, like I see people with they come with their laptop and they're like smoking like a whole pack of cigarettes, like tension and like calls. And I'm like, are you guys okay? Like calm down, you know. I've noticed a lot of people use that as a stress relief, and it's really unhealthy. It's a really bad habit. It's really bad. And then the pollution in Nepal as well. It's like you're literally filling your lungs with poop, you know.
जस्तो तपाईले चाहिँ स्टार्ट कसरी गर्नुभयो? Did somebody like recommended you कि stress हट्छ भनेर या fashionको रूपमा हो कि?
No, it's not fashion for me. It was like I was hanging out with friends that were all smoking, you know. And then I also wanted to try. I was like, okay, I'll also try smoking. And then yo pani vape pani, oh my gosh.
Banned हुने कुरा भइरहेछ.
Yeah, I hope it gets banned actually, because the vape is really addictive and it's actually really bad for your health.
Cigarette भन्दा नि डेन्जर छ भन्छ.
I think it's more it's more dangerous. Like short term you get popcorn lungs. You get like people who have smoked vape for like 5 years or less. Their lungs are literally collapsing, and their lungs are like if you see a scan of their lungs, it's like the age of like grandma's lungs, grandfather, like that old person's lungs they're getting. So I hope it gets banned actually.
धेरैजनाले चाहिँ के भन्नुहुन्छ नि सिगरेट छोड्नको लागि भेप सुरु गरे भन्छ तर इट्स मोर डेन्जरस.
Actually vape is way worse.
Okay, तपाईले भन्नुहुन्छ देन तपाईले कसरी सुरुवात गर्नुभयो? Smoking?
Yeah. So when I was 17, my friends were all smoking, and I was surrounded in that kind of group, you know, like most of the young generation are actually smoking, like most of them. And a lot of them, there's like a statistic, like almost 30% of high school kids are smoking vape. Almost 30% in the USA. I don't know about Nepal, but Nepal, I know a lot of high school students are smoking vape as well. And it's like everybody's addicted. And it's very addictive because it tastes so sweet, you know, it's like a sugar rush, nicotine rush, dopamine levels, you know. So I've been researching about dopamine actually and how we get addicted very easily. So I've been researching about addiction because I wanted to quit my bad addictions, you know. Okay. And so dopamine, like basically nicotine and, you know, for example, video games or even porn or, you know, weed or I'm just, you know, mentioning even junk food. Like it releases, when you have that thing, it releases high amounts of dopamine, which is a neurotransmitter in your brain. And it's like overly high, you know, because naturally we have like dopamine, like our body produces dopamine when we do like, you know, for example, if you accomplish a task, you know, it releases dopamine in your body. If you have good food, it releases dopamine, you know, if you study, you know, whatever. But then if you do those extreme addictive things, it releases abnormal amounts of dopamine where your body and your brain becomes dysfunctional, and then your brain craves it even more. So it's like, it's really bad. And so I think we need to like, even mobile, like just using the phone, it's literally so addictive. People are so addicted to the phone.
एकछिन Wi-Fi भएन टेन्सन हुन्छ.
Yeah. I didn't have my phone for a week. My phone broke. But actually, it was actually really good. It was like a detox for me. I was like, I felt so good.
Detox एकदम इम्पोर्टेन्ट छ.
Yeah.
फोनको कन्टेक्स्टमा होस् या अरू केही ब्याड ह्याबिट्सको कन्टेक्स्टमा होस्. तपाईँले अनि like when did you decide like I should leave this bad habit भनेर?
I decided that because my health was becoming really bad and it dysregulates your hormones as well. And I just like, I've always wanted to self-improve, and like I've just noticed like if something's like, because like if you're an addict, right, you're literally like that thing is in control of your life, you know, when you're an addict, and you have to see addiction isn't always drugs, right? It can literally be the phone. Literally, you can be addicted to anything, right?
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure almost everybody's an addict to something. We're always an addict to something, but it's like that thing has control over your life. That thing is like your God in a way. You have to have that, right? To feel pleasure, to feel stable. You know, for example, like people smoking cigarettes here, you know, it's become a habit now. It's become an addiction. But the thing is, the long-term effects of it, is it going to bring you success? Is it helping you in any way? Yeah, it might help you short-term. It might make you feel good. But a long-term, what is it going to do to you? It's damaging you. It's damaging your brain. My brain, like I feel like my brain got damaged, you know, in a way from all my addictions. It's like I became very like, I couldn't focus, you know, I couldn't work properly. I couldn't sleep properly. I would just zone out, you know, and like, I realized like, that's not the kind of life I want to live. I want to be successful. I want to be disciplined. I want to have healthy habits because long term, that will make me better.
Okay. So I think we have almost come to the end.
Okay.
Any advice to the young guns?
Yeah, I just really believe in dopamine detox. So it's like detoxing from dopamine, high levels of dopamine. And I think that society has become so addicted to pleasure and dopamine that it's ruining our society. And I just want to advise people to, you know, become aware of this and become awakened and realize what it's doing to you and make the choice for yourself, you know, if you really want to be successful or not, because these bad habits will not, long term, it's not going to help you. And I also want to encourage people to learn to accept themselves. And it's normal to compare yourselves to people, but you have to just go on that self-love journey for yourself, you know. I'm still on my self-love journey. Even after Miss Universe, even after everything, I still struggle with depression. I still struggled with insecurities, with unconfidence. And it's like, it's normal, but like you have to keep going, you know.
तपाईको एउटा पोस्टमा मैले कमेन्ट के दिएको थाहा छ तपाईले हेर्नु भएको भए आई डोन्ट नो तपाईलाई चिनेकै प्लस साइज बडीले हो नि अहिले तपाईँ एकदम जिम गएर चाहिँ घटाउँदै हुनुहुन्छ यो चाहिँ किन गर्नुभयो भनेर कमेन्ट आएको थियो याद छ तपाईँलाई आई थिङ्क यु रिप्लाइड एज वेल आई डोन्ट नो.
So I want to lose weight. It's not like that I want to lose weight, but it's more like I want to become healthy. And I want to have a healthy lifestyle because I noticed like me being overweight, I can't sleep properly. It's affecting my mood. It's affecting my energy levels, right? And it's like we need to be healthy. We need to be balanced. We have to eat healthy food. So I'm changing my lifestyles, my bad habits, like I said, for good habits to have a healthier lifestyle. That's what I'm going towards. So I go to the gym because it's healthy, right? Instead of sitting home all day and smoking, you gotta go to the gym and have an active lifestyle.
अब तपाईले स्टार्ट पो गर्नुभयो त्यो कर्भी कब या प्लस साइज भनौँ न एज अ मोडल हैन तर जहिले त्यसरी नै बस्नुपर्छ नि छैन नि त इट्स अफेक्टिङ योर बडी.
Yeah. I mean, some people can be plus size and are healthy, but I'm not healthy because I have PCOS. And so that's affecting my body, right? So I need to maintain a healthier weight.
कमेन्ट गरेको राम्रो कन्स्ट्रक्टिभ कमेन्ट गरेको झन् राम्रो तर ठिकै छ ब्याड कमेन्ट्सले पनि अघि भने जस्तै हेटर्सहरूलाई पछि प्रुभ गर्न लाइक मजा पनि आउँछ. दिस मोटिभेट्स होइन पर्सनल इन्डिभिजुअल्स भनौँ न तपाईँलाई पनि मोटिभेट गर्छ मलाई पनि मोटिभेट गरिरहेको हुन्छ. सो थ्याङ्क यू भेरी मच फर यर टाइम. आई होप केही न केही नयाँ आयो नि जस्तो लाग्छ तपाईँको.
I love this. This was like one of my favorite podcasts ever. I loved it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. तपाईँ पनि आइदिनु भयो. अब मैले फ्लुएन्टली इङ्ग्लिस त बोल्दैन बट
तर मेरो कुरा बुझ्यो.
या बुझ्नु त बुझिहाल्छ इङ्ग्लिस त बुझ्छु म होइन तर इङ्ग्लिस बोल्नु जस्तो गाह्रो मलाई केही लाग्दैन क्या बुझ्नु त डेफिनेटली बुझ्छु म.
Same for me but for Nepali.
या अब जतिजनाले कमेन्ट गर्दै हुनुहुन्छ होला इङ्ग्लिस किन नबोल्या भने कतिले उहाँलाई चाहिँ किन नेपाली नबोल्या भन्ने होला कमेन्ट गर्दै गर्नुहोस् तपाईँले बुझि नै राख्नु भयो होला. इट्स फाइन किनभने हामी जेमा कम्फर्टेबल छौँ त्यसमा नै हामी अगाडि बढ्नुपर्छ जस्तो लाग्छ. सो वान मोर टाइम थ्याङ्क यू सो मच.
Thank you.